One. Okay. So here we are.
Off and
111.
running. Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Here's the song. Here's that one song.
Green room.
Got it.
I guess it'll work.
The
Yeah.
green room. It's definitely
Bruh.
not green.
It asked me my name again. I'm like, okay,
Can I
we're
get
starting
some
over.
more ice? If you're not in the band, you can't get in.
Yes. It
Yeah.
also asked me my name. And
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, but then I was like, wait a minute, where's the music at? It took me forever to find it. What I'm talking about, people, is there's an update just in time for me embrace summer break.
Yeah, yeah, right. And if you want to throw off two musicians, update some software. We're
For
lost at sea. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's only taken us 6 years to figure out this version.
Yeah, how to get halfway there. Yeah, and also I've been just super sick for a week, so I'm still rummy and foggy and messed up.
Dang.
You probably could hear it in my voice. I'm all like,
Yeah.
I'm just a wreck.
Flimflatus.
Yeah.
Case of the flatuses.
Yeah, we knew our listener who has been missing all the snorts
Yeah.
and sniffles, snorts, and so we didn't want to leave you out.
Snorts and slurps. I gotta say, I mean, I feel for that listener, and I don't even want to listen back to those because it actually grosses me out. It grosses me out. I'm disgusting.
Yeah, you're like a third trimester pregnant lady, Dude, I was reading
Like,
these
even
hilarious comments on Instagram about what makes pregnant ladies sick. It's like a weird, wild. I wondered if your lady experienced any of that. They're like, I mean, not even only food, gross stuff. They're like, somebody said the name bœuf, beef in French, and it made them throw up. Just the sound of bœuf.
Beth. I heard
Beth.
poopa stank and I threw up.
Yeah.
That's normal though.
Yeah. That's like,
I've been pregnant for 15 years.
yeah.
My wife was how she actually knew she was pregnant. One of the times was I ordered like a what is it called, like one of those beef dip sandwiches.
Oh,
Like
right.
a-
French dip.
like a French dip, and she
Yeah.
was like dry heaving, like ugh.
Yeah. Also, just anything French. I'm saying that to bag on you.
Yeah, French fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I got sound effects now.
Oh, baby.
I
Look
like
at us.
this. See, this is cool. Now, Riverside, our little app we use, updated. So now I have all these fun little like let's
Little
move on
jibs
to
and
the
jabs.
next. Shoot.
No, I
This
think
news
this
update.
is great.
That's
This is
kinda
great.
cool.
Yeah. Green room update. Now
just gonna-
greener than ever.
I'm just gonna do. What else we got? Whoa! This just.
Oh, that you know what this does
Nickelback.
brings me back to the pandemic, because I was making a weekly show and I used to overuse all that stuff. I mean, literally, every time I blink, it's all bleep. I'm like,
Yeah,
ooh, these are
you're
fun.
like- You're like, come on over to the Patreon where I've got all the sound effects.
Oh yeah, baby. Hey man, I am
Yeah.
still grateful that kept me alive. So awesome.
Are you still on that? Of course you are.
I left the channel open because occasionally I'll post like a full concert, which I didn't do yet, but I plan to post the show, which we have the whole thing from when New
Hold on.
Moon played
Sorry,
in
I'm
Ottawa.
listening.
Oh yeah, look at you. You look good.
My
Yeah,
hair was
so
doing
no,
something
I still do it, but I'm not posting to it weekly. It's kind of just there. And if anyone signs up at Patreon / I don't even remember now if it's Bray or Bray Music, but it's like you would still get all the stuff that's
That's cool.
there. So there's like 100 of the episodes of that weekly show I
So-
made. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
So what's up, dude? You're back, and you've been
Yeah.
back for about half a week or so.
I got back on Wednesday
Yeah.
from tour with Fight for Fighting, filling in.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was the best. It was
Yeah.
just the best tour ever. Like the band, it's really shows how much it matters, the trickle down effect of a band, because
Mhm.
our singer John is so chill and so cool,
Yeah.
trusts everybody.
Yeah.
There was no drama. And in my experience, when you tour, there's always drama.
Sure.
Like, I don't care if it's your favorite band in the world.
Yeah.
There's always drama. It's like something happens, you start getting annoyed with someone. Like, you could be your
Right.
best friend and you're just like, why is he eating all my granola or something, you know?
Dude, this is actually
And-
really a good point you're making that I want any listener who hasn't been on tour to know, and those that have to know they're not alone. Every single tour, like you said, you're best friends, and just shit annoys you because you're around each other all day, every day.
It's all day.
You know.
And you just get, and I think, what do they say? Like, is it monot? When things are the same, my words aren't working.
Monotony.
There was monotony. So Riverside updated my brain too.
Down
When
dick,
things
baby.
stay the same, you tend to get like annoyed, you know, or like there's a saying that's better than my dumbass saying it. But when things are just the same every day, you just kind of start looking at everything and going like, well, why are you doing that? You know, or why are you? And it just didn't happen on this tour because like we were just joking around. Everybody was laid back. And just being on the bus was like so fun. Like
that's
you
so
play
cool.
And I think there wasn't enough downtime to get bored. Like, because we just played every day. We were playing. You play the show, you get on the bus. It was horrible for my diet because it was like every show was like, what do you guys want for after show food? You know?
How
We're
about
drinking-
after?
Yeah, it was like, I haven't had pizza in about 2 hours, so like, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
I'm still texting Seth, our production guy. I'm like, I don't see any pizza or peanut
Yeah.
M&Ms in my
What do I
studio.
do? Yeah.
So it's like me and the drummer who we left because we're the subs, and so the main guys came in. We're like texting. We're like sad. We're like, bro, this sucks.
Oh, I love that, dude. That is so cool.
Yeah, because you kind of leave your little family that you were with for 2.5 weeks, and you're like, I'll see you when I see you. Maybe never. I don't know.
I know.
You know?
And that's what they say about making movies, too. These people
Right.
go in production on a big film for even a month only, and you become like best friends with someone.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll never see them again, but it's bond that lasts. You might see them 5 years later and just big hug. Oh, man.
Yeah, you kind of know that it's done. Like when you're leaving, you're like, this is done now. Like, because it's not, whatever you do again, I might do a one-off, but it's like, this tour is done, right?
You're like, oh my God, why am I crying? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
don't,
a little
don't
bit.
laugh. Don't laugh.
It was really great. Like, and co-headlining with Edwin McCain. Dude, the biggest sweetheart of a guy. Like,
come on.
He drives his own tour bus. I don't know if I mentioned that last time.
No, that's nuts.
Yeah, he's like, he gets in the bus, he'll be like working on it, and like there was one day where we were all, me and a couple of the Fight for Fighting guys were working out by the bus. We had some kettlebells, and he's out there working on his air conditioning on his bus, and he's like, you guys are a bunch of clowns.
Nice. Dude,
but
I could never do that. That sounds crazy, but some people enjoy that, and it's kind of zen.
Yeah,
for them.
He just gets in there, and I mean, he's got a couple really big songs, but the coolest dude ever. Like, he'll tell stories for days. Like, he was joking about how like in their heyday, he'd be on shows with like these like teeny boppers, you know, because he had a big hit, the I'll Be, which was a big hit. And he's like, man, he's from South Carolina, so he has like the drawl, you know. And he's like, we'd be like, these production managers would be pulling their hair out because we're a bunch of idiots and we never wanted to play to tracks. And so we're wheeling in a B3 organ next to like Britney Spears, you know, and he's like, looking back, he's like, yeah, it was totally a nightmare. He's like, but we were just scared something was going to go wrong with the tracks. That's what he was worried about. He's
legitimate fear, because it does sometimes.
Yeah, and so, but they're just so old school, you know. It's like, anyways, wrapping it up. It was so rad, so fun. Got back Wednesday. The weather was crazy. I very lucky I got out of there because there was like tornadoes and Midwest, man. That ain't no joke.
It's a whole different ball of wax. Yeah,
whole different ball of wax. Yeah, I saw some fireflies. That was nice.
I love that too.
Yeah, it was very cool. So I get back. I played last night, my first gig back at Ruby Hill. We were texting a little bit. Mm-hmm. Dang, that's some fancy stuff. You ever been out there?
For sure. Yes, I played it there. Yeah.
Fancy digs. Mm-hmm. I got this is a classic green room topic. that I thought about as I was mid-set. I wasn't going to break, but then there was a wedding that started right next to where I was playing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, like these people are probably paying $100,000 to have this wedding. Like, I don't need to be rocking out over them, right?
So
'Cause it was
you made your own call, or did you talk to somebody?
No, there was no one micromanaging me at all, which was kind of awesome. But I had already played. I played about like 2 hours straight, and I was going for 3. And so I was like, I guess this is my time to take a break, because it was like it was a Indian and Chinese wedding.
Sweet.
And so the Chinese part, they brought out all these big like taiko drums. They're like goose, 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 goose.
I love that.
And I was like, I'm not gonna play over this. This is like, your guys' heads are gonna explode. So I took a break, go in, and it was one of these things. I didn't have any info, and I was like, so what's the deal as far like, do I get food or drinks? And they're like, everything's on the house. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. So I got a little
you eat, and they're like, just $29 whenever you get a chance.
Yeah. No, it's in the house.
Yeah.
You still pay. So here's the question. So I got a drink, and that was fine. They bring me the menu. This is a very upscale joint.
Oh yeah.
And so you have everything is at least in the $35 range.
I love where this is going.
So now check this out, though.
Yeah.
The 35 is your, kind of your basic Joe.
Yeah, burger.
And then over here, entrees, we're talking $65.
Sure, for like
everything.
a chicken marsala or something.
Chicken marsala or a ribeye, right?
Yeah.
So where do you sit if they say everything's on the house? Do you feel guilty about being like, you just look at the menu and go, what's the most expensive? Do you ever get the most expensive thing, or
that
the
is
very
great question?
Right, like, because I'm just gonna answer for myself.
Yeah.
I don't, because I kind of feel like I'm happy to get this nice meal.
Yeah.
I'm not here for a fancy meal, and I'm not
Right.
trying to seem like I'm taking. Because, like, you're on your break, and I'm like, if I was like, ribeye, I'm sure they don't care, honestly.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel weird about it. I'm like, no, I got like a pad thai. Like,
Right, but I was
going
going to ask, do you try to choose the cheapest or toward the cheapest? Do you take it the other way?
Well, honestly, what I was thinking in my head was what's going to travel well, because I was going to eat after.
There you go.
And so
Which
I went.
pad thai doesn't seem like it would travel well. Like noodles slurping and flopping all over the car.
No, I feel like a noodle does travel well because it stays good.
Yeah.
Like anything with like a bun. I would say a burger travels decent.
Oh, yeah.
But it might get soggy too. Because it was something that I knew it was going to sit for a minute.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I
steak-
guess
a
you're not
steak
going to
would.
eat it in the car.
no, I'm not going to eat it.
Okay, because sometimes I do if it's a long drive.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah.
You see like the lettuce in your
It's a
car.
real scumbaggy look too. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we're
Yeah.
musicians.
Why is there a chicken leg by the brake pedal?
So
Yeah.
the question is though, and no judgment either way. I just how I feel
Yeah.
is, at least last night, if someone gives you a menu and they give you, whatever sky's the limit.
Right, sky's the limit. And
Do you-
and I've gotten bit by that before, so
Do you go to the sky, or do you
I
play
don't.
it safe?
I
Do you
don't.
play it
I
safe?
mean, I don't go like just self-flogging to be like, I'll just have the broccoli side only.
Right.
No, and I also am not going to order generally, unless there's only like 2 choices, something that's I don't want, that's bad for me or whatever I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
So I won't be like, I'll have the garlic knots, if that's all there is. So, I mean, I will probably pick like something that's working for me, chicken and vegetables or something.
Yeah.
And I won't go the high end, but if the range is like 35 to 100, I might go like 60. Yeah. If it's
Sure.
25 to 50, I might go 35, 40. But
Yeah.
no, I'll never pick. I think it's douchey, and I think it's noticed if your eye goes right to the highest one and you're doing it. It feels on purpose. It feels like you're like, I'm going to get over, Yeah, I just think it's a bad look. I
It's
don't do it.
kind of like it doesn't help the stereotype of musicians
Yeah.
if you do that, where you're
Yeah.
just like, going down, 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 down. And I
Yeah.
know some guys that do that, where it's like, it'll be like
I do
the
too.
most expensive thing is like a ribeye, and they'll be like, I'm gonna get the ribeye. Can I get a lobster tail on top of that? You know?
Yeah, right. And I do think they're trying to get over. And,
Yeah.
you know, I understand the resentment that leads to that.
Right.
But, you know, yeah, man, there's so many things that go into it. And sometimes you'll have someone say to you directly, I want you to go nuts. Please don't like
Go
be
nuts.
don't be shy about this. Like
Right.
it doesn't make any
Yeah.
difference to us, and it makes us happy. You know, in that case, if I want a ribeye, I would say it. I'll go, well, shoot, sounds great. What do you think? You know,
Yeah.
I'll kind of talk to him and laugh about it a little, or be
Right.
like, you know, I only weigh 97 pounds. This thing is 16 ounces or whatever.
They're
so,
like, listen, get the garlic knots.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
eat like
yeah.
5. And you eat like 3. They're like, you got to get to 5. You got to
yeah,
eat
yeah,
5.
yeah. They're like, now you need a mint. We don't have that, so you're out. Yeah, it's tough, dude. I love that question. Somewhat related is one that our friend bass player Ben Levine brought up during a rehearsal. It's just some more gig etiquette stuff, and it's a great question, and I want to know what you think, and it's going to be a convo because there's some layers. Okay, this is, how do you treat the guest list? Okay, meaning who gets priority? You know, how do you feel about, I mean, it's going to sound obvious, but like wives and girlfriends and stuff like that, you know, and I'm a known complete a-hole on this. So I want to start by admitting that and then tell you why, and also see what you think.
Well, I've already been through this, and I could be labeled however I need to be labeled, but
Yeah.
personally, I hate a guest list. Hate it.
Yeah.
I hate dealing with it.
Mhm.
I am not a fan. If I had to choose between a show where I had 0 guests and a show where I had 5 guests, I will pick the 0 guests 1,000 times
Yeah.
out of 1,000 times.
Is that
Me
because it
personally.
causes stress among the members, or it lowers the money, or?
No, it causes stress among me. I'm being serious. I'm
Yeah.
being serious.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
Well, why?
because I have to worry about these guests, and
Yeah,
I
see.
I don't get to worry about why I'm at the show, which is to have a show.
I got you.
So if I'm at a show and I'm like, you know, we always have stuff we got to do. Like, I
Yeah.
take what I do seriously, and I'm not trying to sound pretentious or whatever.
No,
but
no. This is
I'm like,
awesome.
I'm walking around, I'm like doing my guitar thing, or I'm doing my gear thing, and then nope, can't do that. I'm getting texts we're just getting here. Okay, cool, that's awesome. Where should we go? And we've talked about this. Where do I park? Where's
Yeah,
somewhere to eat?
right.
And it's like, dude, I mean, with family, I love to see my family, and I don't get to see them enough. So if it's my dad or my mom or my sister or my brother, of course I'm gonna do it. But does it stress me out? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
So with my wife, I think she knows me well enough where she knows better. Like, unless it's something where I'm like, you need to come to this.
Yes.
She's not going to be like, I want to go. You know what I mean?
I got you. This is
so
interesting.
So priorities for me, if I am, you know, Grumpy Jeff, that if I have to have a guest, I would prioritize direct family first.
Yes.
Or family's always going to be first. That's going to be number one.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's a really good friend that I never get to see, like let's say if I was actually in the Midwest, like I just was, and you were like, dude, I'm randomly in West
Kentucky,
Virginia,
bro. What's up?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yes, you would be number one.
Come on.
Because I'd be like, dude, this is my bro. I want to introduce
By
you.
the way, I'm over family in that case, listener. Over family.
That's right.
They're like, we're here too, Jeff. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah, Bray's here, and I just talked to him this morning. Yeah. And
Fuck you, Dad.
We have 111 episodes.
Yeah. If that's not a cause for celebration, Dad.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so-
Dad.
So I prioritize, which is, I mean, that's very generic. I think everybody would be the same. Where
Yeah.
It's like family, close friends, but you always get the randos, that are like, and
Oh,
so,
always.
if you're in a good mood, I do throw people on the list if they're nice enough. It's like, yeah, I'll get you on there and I'll get them on, but it's like, what do they expect out of that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, a good example, when my past couple shows, the bass player that was in the band, Sean
Thanks for
Hurley.
doing that with your hands, by the way.
That's bass. That's bass. He doesn't play with the pick.
Soloing, by the way.
I don't know what
yeah.
this one's doing. That's like
Yeah,
upside down guitar.
soloing, tapping.
So Sean, our bass player, is sick bass player.
Yeah.
He's the same as me. We really bonded on this, where he's
Yeah.
like, I hate guests. I don't want to
Yeah.
deal with this. And he had his daughter's boyfriend's family
Ooh.
was coming to a show in Grand Rapids, and guess what? He was stressing it. He's like, God, I have to deal with this, and he was going like, he's like, what if the ticket sales aren't good? They're gonna think I'm a loser.
And now you're getting
Yeah.
into my zone.
And so he was like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I just hate doing this stuff. There was a huge storm, and a lot of people stayed. The show was epic, probably the best show we did. But because of the storm, he didn't hear from them at all. And he's like,
God.
he's like, the storm saved me. He's like, I didn't have to deal with it. It's
But dude, check it out. Okay, I
Okay,
love
your
that
turn.
you said how are ticket sales, and here's why bray hole. You know what I mean? Okay, so to me, so I get around it like this. Number one, if you rarely come to anything and there's a lot around you and chances to come and you ask for a guest, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Because if you come to all shows and you ask, you probably won't even need to ask. I'll offer it. And that's generally only if it's not going to hurt the band's pay in any way.
Right.
Because some of these gigs we do you do get bumps if you sell out or, at certain...
Almost everyone. That's every
everyone,
gig,
right? Yeah.
Every gig except
Right.
privates. Every gig that any band or solo artist plays, comedian, anybody that does any
Yeah.
performance, it doesn't matter what it is. The more people that come, the more you get paid. That is a fact.
Well,
Right?
so that's just, to me, I'm taking money out of my band members' hands and
Yeah.
families' mouths. So I think here's the thing is, I think it's ugly and not cool. This is only my opinion. When a band member comes to me and goes, "Can my family get on?" and they bring no one to the shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all you're doing is taking and you're not contributing to balance it out.
Right.
And I probably seem irritated, 'cause I am. And so I'm like, so here's what I sometimes say. If I'm in the mood that I should be in and not being a butt, I'm like, sure. Yeah. And that's especially if we're already selling out and stuff. That's great.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I'll say, how many you got? I'll buy their tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's partially, it's 50%. I absolutely mean it, and I will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's partially, why don't you do that?
Yeah.
So I know that this is not cool, and I am a little like, I know people are gonna think I'm not very charitable because
No.
I love giving. I love giving,
is
and I will buy.
This is very it's common as far
Yeah,
as what
it's
we
a common
do.
thing.
I agree.
The social responsibility of it. Now here, I am happy. Like, people backstage making it so I don't have enough time to get ready. I actually don't mind that as much, and I'm the only one because you are normal and everybody's bothered, but I'm kind of overly social and I just love a party, and I'm just
You
like,
love just getting dressed in front of people.
I kind of do. And I don't give a shit, and I'll just start putting on
Oopsies.
makeup and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much, and I love a backstage party atmosphere. So, for instance,
I like that too. I like that.
it could be fun, if the room's big, you got bimbos or guild or something. So, speaking of guild, we thought of an idea which I thought was rather clever, which was to offer a VIP option.
Yes.
And they didn't already have that as part of the contract, so we kind of renegotiated it and worked it in, where they'd pay like, practically double, I think it was. But we also made it special, and here's where I hope I can balance the listeners' terrible, terrible view of me, which is we will bring truffles and little trinket gifts, handmade stuff that
Nice.
Noel or both of us will create. Like we made these keychains with little crochet fruits and little NV sticker. Lots of fun shit. So we had like 12 people do that at the guild, which was a perfect number. Any more than that, I think we shut it off at that, because we started getting more requests the day of, and we're like, sorry, that's done. But we gave these little gifts when people came down, and we just told them all the directions beforehand. So here's the other thing. You know how they're like, where do I go? What do I do? What I do is you tell them every last detail beforehand. You got to show up by 6 p.m. You're going to go talk to this person. They're going to take you downstairs. We're going to kick you out at 7 or whatever it is. Come down there, have drinks with us. Have a blast. Come see how the sausage is made. Come see the sausage, mine. And just have some fun and some laughs. And then on the day of, if I get questions, I'm not even looking at my phone. I'm not answering them or seeing them. So I'm not even ignoring. I'm just not looking. Like that way, I'm not worried. But I will give all my attention and love when they're there, and make it fun. And, cheers, and, hey, look, here's the set list. What do you think?
Sure.
All right, we're going to cut this out because you said, laughs.
Yeah.
Be real part of it. So I'm all in for that. But my thing is, like, when it's just casually, to me, taking advantage of the business or the friends.
Right.
Because here's the other thing. I'm sorry I'm so wordy on this, but I love that Ben suggested this because it's a big one.
Yeah.
And that is, F all this. The guest list is for business people. Okay, so for instance, possible wedding clients, other agents, not to take over something for Daniel, I just mean people that handle certain clubs or whatever.
Yes.
And or someone press, photogs, people like that. And I think it's, again, always whatever is with the band's best interest. And I don't mean me. I really mean the project in general. And I can say that I feel this way if I'm a team member. If Mustache has a show and I'm on it, I will gingerly ask if I think it's like already sold out and cool.
Yeah.
And it's my wife. I'm like, what is that cool?
Yeah.
And like someone cool, Brett's always like, oh my God, heck yeah, bring her back,
Right.
But I rarely, and we buy tickets to friends' shows. In general, that's the way we do it.
Yep.
And sometimes, for instance, we were going to go see the Illegals with our friend Eli in the band. They're an Eagles tribute, as you might guess. And I only asked because I think he was like, are you coming? And then I found out they were already sold out. So it's kind of like, I do want to come. I think we missed the ticket window. Dude, bro, I got you. So there's exceptions, but I just think, it's kind of like always not about what you say, but how you say it. So if someone comes to me and goes, hey, could I ask you about the guest list? How's it looking? Or what are we doing with it? That's so cool. That's collaborative. That's like, I'm looking at the big picture, not like, how many are on the guest list? And and it's 12 and they go, I have 6. Is that cool?
Right.
I mean, no, it's not. Even if I have no guests, just because you didn't ask, you're just, you did say, is that cool, I guess. But I will say our friend Billy Shen is always going to get a lot of guests, and I don't really know how much he promotes the shows, and I am throwing him under the bus. But he's a killer player and hella fun backstage, so his balance is out.
Yeah.
I love him to pieces, but that's something Yeah, so I'm glad to hear a guitar player, you looking at the other side. You're also band leader, which Billy was too. So I don't know. I think we lose sight sometimes of um, how much it costs to run these things and all the other side of it. So with the
Right.
guild, this listener might find this funny. One time, this last thing I'll say about this is we were like 8 tickets under a progression, a
Right.
bump. We
Yeah.
were 8 tickets under it. And so after the show, I said, could I just buy 8 tickets?
Yeah.
Because it was less than the bump.
Right.
Oh, no, you can't do that. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, looking into it, maybe I'm being like a band member that's wanting something for nothing. I don't know. Because I guess the only thing I could think of is they're factoring in a bar. But
Yeah.
dude, a place that baller, you're thinking about, 20 drinks. Is that what we're doing here? Oh,
Yeah.
then I'll also order 20 drinks and drink them right now, which I want anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought
Yeah,
that was not very like cool relationship.
Right.
So
Yeah.
today is throw people under the
Let's
bus
throw 'em
day,
all under the
apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
so
with the
yeah.
guests, it's when people just assume they can just hop on. I think it's it's just another example of people kind of devaluing what music is, where it's just like, you wouldn't go to a restaurant. Oh, you work at that restaurant, or you own that restaurant? Great. And you show up and just be like,
Expect
this
to
is
get
all
hooked up.
this is free, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is all free.
Yeah.
No, like, if you want to go to a show, you should be willing to support it,
And usually I will offer, again, people that didn't ask or that come and support a lot, or a
Mhm.
band member that is promoting a bunch. And like lately, for instance, Tommy, our buddy Tommy, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the drummer of New Moon on Monday, our Duran tribute. And I have not been in a band with him proper. We've done a million shows,
Right.
subbing together or whatever it is. But that guy brings a bunch to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't know that. I knew he was a charmer, but that just changes things a lot. And it really helps, and he would never even ask. He's so cool about everything. Right. It makes me just want to fall over myself giving him something.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing, is if we feel like we're on a team together and we're like, what can I do for you, dude? That makes me want to go out of my way, thinking of things I could do for you.
For sure.
And it's not like I'm waiting to make it even. It just inspires that in each other.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of a band, right? Just life, the world, that's the way it is.
Yep.
And so therefore, I don't want to be stingy about this shit. But again, it comes back to the band members in pay, or else I'm losing money to make sure they get a minimum.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't too crappy or boring for a listener, but I find it fascinating.
I mean, we're painting the picture of what it really is,
Mm-hmm.
Just on the same thing, it's like, there's nothing more annoying to me when you play a show that people hear about,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you just get a text or a phone call from someone that you never talked to.
Yeah, right.
What's up, man? I saw that you're playing here. I was just curious if it would be so great if I could get a couple tickets, And
Yeah.
it's like,
right.
It's like, what, dude? If I'm gonna put someone on the list, I'm gonna put someone that I know, like family or close friends. Like, it's not.
Or just I'll get inundated on day of show when we sell out a club, inundated with like, oh my gosh, I waited, or I was just planning to get tickets at the door. Can you hook me up? Could you please remember it's Stacy?
Yeah.
No, but I usually don't respond because I don't know what to say, because either there are no more or, geez, and to me, you know what I've done? This is pretty gnarly, but
you make Nervo answer it.
No, a couple times what I've done is said, the guest list is full. but you can Venmo me.
Yeah. There you go.
Because generally they'll have like, 6 more fire code they'll allow in or something like that. You tell them. That's been, to be honest, that's probably been 10 years since I did that. But
Right.
in the hard scratching to survive days,
Sure.
yeah, there was balling to that level.
Yep.
I mean, smaller clubs, stuff like that.
From the small to the big, dude. Even like with big like Enrique shows, or like my buddy that plays with Linkin Park, they have to buy their guest list. So like Enrique, when we get guests,
Oh, that's good to know.
They have to buy those tickets. Like,
yeah,
and so
right,
it's not,
right. The artist buys them. Yeah,
they buy them, and actually, I was gonna go. I really wanted to go see Linkin Park because my buddy's playing guitar with them.
Yeah,
and I was gonna go. He was playing in sax, and it turned out I think something happened. I had a show, and so I couldn't. But my wife and my kid wanted to go because my kid loves Linkin Park, and so I told him, I'm like, dude, this sucks. I can't go, but is it cool if my kid and my wife go still?
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, but he's like, for you, I was going to do it. He's like, I didn't tell anybody this, but I personally buy these tickets myself just so my friends can go.
This makes me feel better. I'm not going to lie, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like feeling like such a butt.
No. And he told me, he's like, I know, he's like, if I'm down to like split it with you, that's totally cool. He's like, but it's like $500, so like, he's like, I do it for all my friends.
What a cool way to respond. I don't have a problem with this at all.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh my, I didn't know he was buying these tickets. And I was like, oh my God, dude, of course, like, no, like it's fine. We're good.
Yeah,
like,
they're not going.
Yeah, well, because it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I see.
If my son would love to go, but like I think he wanted to go with me. So I was like, dude, of course not. But I knew my buddy Alex, he'd been buying tickets for all of his friends all around the country to go see him, because I'd see my friends like, I'm at Linkin Park, and he's buying those tickets out of pocket.
Yeah.
And so.
And in the big picture, that is what is happening even with our bands,
Always. Yeah. It's like, if a ticket is $47.95 and you get 5 people in, those aren't free. That's not free,
Yeah.
And so, guest list, man. I mean, yeah, I know with Tainted Love, like we usually have like an allotted amount, like maybe the band gets 10 guests.
Yeah.
And so I never have guests. So it's usually like if someone comes in and they want 5, I'm like, you can have mine. I don't care.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I probably went too hard on this. I mean, the thing is, I just want to have the discussion a little bit if it's not already known.
Sure.
Sold out bimbos, obviously. Dude, no one's losing out. It's all gravy.
Yeah.
If, I'm sure we already have like 2 biz contacts coming, let's say, and you get your 10 guests. I might have 1 maybe. It's all good. It's just how the conversation goes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, some people over the years have just assumed that they're just on the list.
Yeah.
To where it's just like, and you and I know who we're talking about.
Yeah,
as far as certain areas. And it's just, you start getting these emails on like Facebook, and it's like, oh God. So it is what it is. You want to come to a show, just buy the ticket.
I mean, that's the best support.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
Dude, speaking of support, I want to share something kind of interesting that happened. And I wonder if you've had something similar. So this fan, it's kind of like a reconnect with a dude I knew years ago. And he's like, he just happened to show up and see us at like a festival, maybe last year. And he wrote a song about our band.
Okay.
And recorded it.
Beautiful.
And it's good. But it's
Is it AI?
Absolutely not, because it's just him and an acoustic guitar, which is awesome.
Nice.
But also, like, the funny thing is, it's such a country song. So it's like, neon velvet, do. Neon velvet, everybody wants to groove. Neon velvet, everybody knows. Neon velvet. Neon Velvet. Neon Velvet.
Neon Velvet's a good. It's a good title. You know, it's a good line for it.
Oh, it just slithers off the country lips.
Neon Velvet. Neon Velvet.
Isn't it nice?
Neon Velvet. Oh man,
it's just not what I would expect for that band, but Neon Velvet, why don't you get on down?
Did he just like break down like Neon Velvet? Bray's singing Neon Velvet.
No, but he's kind of like you can't sit down, something like that. Like you can't help it. You got to get up and dance.
You should put that on like your website or something.
I know. Well, we just got it, so I'm kind of like reeling from how cute it is, and just also how country it is.
Oh,
and it's so cute. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the best way to use it and thank him and stuff. But he would be probably embarrassed. But it was a sweetie pie move. Yeah,
that is very cool.
It isn't it, dude? It's a full on. It's not just a little half thought out. It's like arranged with parts and lots of lyrics. It paints a full on picture. Neon Velvet, they're a country band. Neon Velvet, everybody's man.
He's like, Neon Velvet, they're a country band. Neon Velvet, I lied about that last line. Neon Velvet, they're not a country band. Neon Velvet. He's just like all over the place.
Neon Velvet wearing cowboy hats. Neon Velvet. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. I love it. I'll have to share it. Yeah, but
dude,
cool.
That is awesome. One more little thought, and it's not even a fully developed. This is a half-baked thought that I just was slightly thinking about as I was walking into my gig last night. The idea of when you go to a show, playing for super wealthy people as opposed to maybe not super wealthy people, and the feelings of positivity or negativity towards both, right? And going into a gig last night, I was a little bit like apprehensive of like, I gotta play for these super rich people. Like this is gonna be a drag in my head, you know?
Right.
And thinking like, I would rather just play for the common folk, you know, like my peeps,
right?
You know, my disco bay.
yeah. My DB.
Yeah, my DB. Which actually, there's a lot of really rich people out there.
There are there too. Yeah,
they're just
true.
Of the other whatever, maybe
right?
Of
yes,
something,
yes.
Which I'm playing tonight.
You must have just got that book 10 minutes ago.
She just got back to me exactly. So the playing for really wealthy people versus maybe just more. I guess just kind of like the demographic of your audience. You know how different that feels.
Yeah.
Like you go out to like maybe like Napa or like Novato, and it's kind of artsy, which is like kind of the raddest. I think I love playing for like an artistic group where it's like they're into music, they're listening. Like I really like that a lot. Like I appreciate.
I do not. Go on.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No. I care. So, I'm interested. I want to delve into that.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe not, because then you get really judged, right? They're like, why
That's
aren't you
how
playing?
I think they're not appreciative. They're
why
like,
aren't you playing that cool Ryan Adams single? Yeah, right.
No, it's not a diss. It's just it's a different vibe, like you're saying.
It's a different vibe.
And I think there's less like just pure joy interaction with real, just artists, other artists. It tends to be,
So, but then you got your so where I played last night, very upscale, and I was a little like, kind of. I'm to be honest, I was kind of dreading it as I'm going in. I'm like, what is this vibe? There's just cigars everywhere and golf shirts, and I'm like,
sure.
But the thing is, these super rich people, they love music, man.
They do.
Everybody loves music, so I guess it's a very through line that everybody loves music.
Yeah.
The beauty of playing for super rich people, though, they only have 20s. And so when they tip, it's just like,
you must have cleaned up. There you go, buddy.
Clank.
See, this is saying you played a private and did have a tip jar out. That's okay.
This was not a private.
It wasn't
a private. I just played at the bar.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay. Outside. I think I've only played a private there.
Yeah. So, but the other side of that is, I guess it's kind of, because when you're playing live shows solo, you're really part of this group, right? And the whole time you're trying to relate.
Mhm.
So I guess it kind of just depends who you want to hang out with, right?
Man, there's so many factors. It's like
in a way,
yeah, I'm with you because the time of day matters.
yes.
So let's say, I mean, alcohol, let's just be honest,
Always
is the
matters.
connecting factor of a lot of
Yes.
this, of any group. If it's broke people or rich people, generally a rich crowd will be less responsive in the beginning. And then when they get a little sauced, they're
Exactly.
very into it. And they also want to maybe kind of show off, frankly, and kind of,
Yes.
strut. And that could mean big tips. It could be singing along with you, broing down with you in some way.
You with the wealthy people, you really have to earn their trust. You
Yeah,
have
I
to
would agree.
earn their fandom as opposed to,
Yeah.
if you're in another crowd, it's kind of like, whoa, you sound good, man. And you're
Yeah.
just like tuning,
Yeah. No, but like, dude, to take it to the extreme, like probably the best shows I've ever done was for people that had next to nothing. So it's gonna sound braggy or I don't know, name droppy or something, but when the Dens have gone to Europe, there was especially we've gone to Eastern Europe a lot of times, but there was one tour where we went to Serbia, Bosnia, all these really war-torn places.
Yeah.
And it's not because they're broke, it's just that people appreciate the simple and straight up pure things more
Yes,
than
absolutely.
me who I'm spoiled. Like me and my
too.
where I live.
I mean, listen to the way I'm talking about this. It really is.
I know. Oh, nice.
We're on the other side of it. Though,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. But
But I'm just saying. So like, playing downtown in Walnut Creek, let's say, there's so many options. It's sort of like, where do I want to go to dinner? I could have Lebanese or Mexican or, come on, there's nothing to eat. It's sort of like that. And, and I'm thinking,
and then like their kids will be like, let's go to CPK. And like, oh my God, we're not poor.
yeah. And what? I have to drive 20 minutes because they don't have that garbage here. Yeah, they used to, and I'm bummed they don't anymore.
Oh, I thought they still do.
No,
they
bro, they got rid of it.
It's too fancy now.
Yeah. They got rid of most of the like greasy spoon and kind of homey feeling places.
Yeah.
So when we played in Serbia, where by the way I had a #1 hit,
dude,
can you believe that? And their most known venue at the time that I know of, unless probably a big coliseum or something, was a 3-story pizzeria. And they don't have age limits there, so a grandkid, you'd have 4-generation family come together. They do everything together. They live together, right? Mm-hmm. Get out of my house. You're 18 now. No, nothing like that. Everyone's supporting each other. It's a totally different priorities and community feeling. So they'll walk to the gig. Might be miles.
Wow.
And you'll see these family together. They rubbing together some coins to have a pizza and whatever. The show was cheap, dude. It was like €5 or something or whatever it was at the time. Bro, it's like 400 people stuffed into this place. The feeling, it makes me get tears in my eyes. It was so euphoric and together. You know how you say when you play a solo show, you're like with everybody?
Yeah.
To play your own songs. I don't care how many people are there. It could be 20, could be 20,000. But that feeling and how much they appreciated it, I just put everything I had into wanting to give something special to them. Ooh, it makes me emotional.
Dude,
and,
are you going to go back? When are you going to do this again?
I mean, I did it 2 times, and that's years ago. All the formatting around the touring and going over there has changed since, frankly, the 2009 like crash.
Mhm.
So I've been offered to go back even early this year. Like, hey, come back again because November is when we normally tour over there since
Yeah.
there's less shows here. And I'm always so tempted to take the Dens again. But just the money's different now. Okay, let me give
It's tough.
another reason.
Yeah.
You know, I'm back before Napster. But that did change everything, frankly, okay?
Mhm.
People don't buy hard piece of music anymore. They don't buy the
Right.
physical. And therefore, just the idea of getting merch has changed. People have less
Mhm.
money. Half the clubs we used to play closed.
Yeah.
So I need to make new relationships. Now the agent that it used to book me over there, or 2 or 3 of them, like aren't doing that anymore. There wasn't as much money. The whole thing sort of collapsed. So now there's bigger agencies that are less personalized, and you maybe can open for a big name, but there's no money. And I'm sort of not into that at this moment unless
I
it's
mean,
really special.
it's so hard, like with an original music, because
Yeah.
it is so good for the soul, but
Yeah.
it will put you in debt, just
Yeah.
straight up.
So there you
know,
go.
So you just
Yeah.
have to. It's like, God, there's got to be a way to figure it out. I mean, Patreon's a good way. So
Yeah.
I mean, doing stuff like that is great, but that's pretty rad.
Well,
You know?
it is. And the thing is, like, I will still get messages from people in Germany, Serbia, when are you coming back? Not only that, that's the Serbia, it wasn't that show, the pizzeria, but it was in Bosnia on that same tour where I shared many episodes back where the guy was totally changed my performing and life by saying, don't just be happy only up there. Show us all the emotions. Like, I want seeing you bleed. Not only smile, And it was like such an eye opener.
Yeah.
And my brother and I also joke that we saw the person with the best ass we've ever seen in our lives on that tour. And it turned out to be a 15-year-old boy. I mean, and that was a work of art. So I just want to, say there's so many gifts to be gotten.
Oh, that little Serbian ass.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Yakov, I'll never forget you, or whatever his
Yeah.
name was.
Oh, he's a man now.
Yeah. Right.
Look
Don't
out.
talk about me.
Okay, let's keep this high and
Yeah.
tight,
Mhm.
like Yakov's ass.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
You like how I did that there?
I do.
So this is maybe going to be our little summer break right now because I'm going
Yeah.
out of town.
Mhm.
No guarantees. I might be able to sneak away, but we might have to see all of you or both of you listeners
Mhm.
about 2 or 3 weeks. We'll take a
Okay.
little summer break, and season 7 or 8, we'll do a new season.
Yeah.
We got a new update with Riverside, so let's get this Yarnar cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Crack-a-lack. Whoa! that was good.
Yarnar.
No, it's
And
perfect.
then watch this. Whoa, and
Here we are. Now
So-
we're in.
I got an email from our best of buddies, Mr. Trey.
Yeah.
He said, testing 1, 2. Still catching up, but if you didn't get this yet, Yarnar announcing a tempo change of upcoming song. In particular, we're going to slow things down a little bit.
I love this. He's so good. His are so good.
We're going to
Yeah.
slow things down a little bit.
Yeah.
How do you feel
Oh
about
my gosh. This is great because I want to be all like, and then as I'm listening to that, I'm filled with shame and embarrassment that I do that a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
every time, I think I do it every time.
I think it's good to announce what's coming up. A little
Mhm.
dialogue, like we're in this ride together.
Yeah.
Guess what? You say like, it's kind of like announcing like if there's a theme for the next song. You're like,
Yeah.
this next song is about like maybe like whatever. It's a love
Yeah.
song.
Get out
for
your
my
leg
kid.
warmers.
Yeah, get out your leg warmers. We're gonna let's get ready. Like nobody
Yeah.
stand up because we're not dancing on this one. We're sitting
Gotcha.
down.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I get how it's cheesy, especially
Yeah.
from a drummer's standpoint. He's just sitting back there
Yeah.
like,
I've heard this crap. Yeah.
yeah.
This guy say this. Yeah.
So I'm gonna thank you, Trey. Trey is a
Yeah,
drummer.
thank you, Trey.
For anybody that
Mhm.
doesn't know, everybody knows Trey
Sabatelli.
amazing drummer.
Mhm.
So thank you for that. It's very good. I'm gonna yar it just
Yeah.
because I think it's important for our band leaders to let everybody know where we're going on this ride. You know, we're gonna slow things down. I think it's the way it's delivered though can be very cheesy.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
you
I'm
ready to
gonna
get? Let's get.
I'm gonna
funky.
gnar it for myself because I want to start getting more creative with it. So
Yeah.
because you know what in my mind went to, dude. Of course, I think this way. What would Prince do? Okay,
would
and
Prince
I think that he wouldn't say that. He would
Yeah.
say something else, if anything. He'd either
Yeah.
do one of these two things. He'd either say, "Did you think about me last night?" or something like
Yeah.
that, and then like, boom, boom, go into it. Or he would just have an insane musical transition that would go, and you would just they would be moved musically
Physically,
to where
yeah.
that he wants you to go, and your emotions are just overtaken because creatively he took you there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask more of myself and say thank you, Trey, because I'm being
Let's ask more
lazy.
of everybody, because man,
Yeah.
let's be like Prince. We need to
Yeah,
be like
right.
Prince.
Is that fair to say that he probably would have done it one of those two
Ooh,
ways?
Yeah.
you
That
know?
first, I like. Did you think about me last night?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can feel that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm into
right
that
on.
for sure. One more for me. You got anything? I've got one that I really
I have a short one that's silly, just to.
Okay, quick. You go quick.
Yarnar dog shoes.
So stupid. So stupid. So dumb. So dumb.
Is there a reason, like a health reason for it? Is there
People
a
are
reason?
just stupid. Just people are idiots. That's it. Like dogs, they don't need shoes.
Right.
Dogs don't need shoes. They're not horses. Horses have you gotta
Right.
do the things because they
Yeah,
go on
the
the
horseshoes.
street. Dogs, no,
Yeah.
no dog shoes.
So I knew it was gonna hit for you because new dog owner, love your doggy. Yeah. So, and I saw one wearing them at Walnut Creek Art and Wine,
So stupid.
and they were tied like little laces, tied and brand new, like blue,
Right.
Jordans.
See, this is the person that puts on a dog shoe also thinks that they know what shows that dog likes to watch, right? Like that's that kind of a person. Like,
Right.
no, me and and like the dog's name is like Maurice or something.
Yeah.
Me and Maurice, we always watch Jeopardy at 7:00.
Yeah.
That's his favorite. That's his favorite.
Meanwhile, Maurice is thinking about licking himself and getting the shoes off. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are these on my feet?
Yeah.
I've got a couple. I'm gonna do a quick one though.
Mhm.
Yar or nar? Group listening to music, meaning, say you have a Bluetooth speaker
Uh-huh.
with a group of people. I just did this because I was on tour and we're stuck in a
Yeah.
bus, and
Yeah.
so you're in charge. You're like DJing, and
Uh-huh.
everyone just sitting around listening to like, all right, here's this White Snake song. What do you
Yeah.
guys all think? And you have to kind of sit there and listen because they like it.
Yeah.
But you have group listening to music.
I
do
love
you
it.
feel?
I
You
love it.
Okay.
And I yar. Ideally, maybe people get turns, even if it's a long drive and it's a whole record each. If it's tough to keep it up doing one song at a time, but
Yes.
I usually really enjoy the hell out of it and get introduced to
got
something
introduced to so much new music, and
new. Yeah.
in the moment, I'm kind of like, you're kind of like, begrudgingly listening.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. But then at the end of it, you're like, you know what? This is kind of fun. And actually, I learned about a bunch of new stuff.
It's
What?
awesome.
Yeah. So,
What
that's a yar.
what did you get introduced to? Any name drop?
Peter Gabriel live. Where is it at? I was just listening to it.
I'm glad you're saying live because in a group listen, I would be bummed if it was live.
Oh,
I'd be all,
yeah,
but-
right. No, it was so good. I think it's called Peter Gabriel Play Live,
Mm.
and it's a live show of his.
What year about?
I don't know.
But it was
Probably
killing, huh?
80s.
I mean, his
Killing.
his Tony Levin probably was on
Yep.
bass, and
Yeah, and it was
his,
like none of the hits.
It's
just all these
Mhm.
random songs.
nice.
But so good. And then there was some other stuff I can't remember. It's on a playlist of mine. But so group listening, We're a
Yeah.
yar.
I'm for it.
Okay, people. Well, everybody enjoy your summer, or when you listen to this in 5 years in January, enjoy your January.
Yeah.
And we will be back soon.
We love you, and be safe when you're driving while listening.
When you're driving or running or razor scootering, find us on YouTube. Find us on Instagram, the Green Room Music Podcast. Find us we're on TikTok too, which I never
I didn't even
update.
know that, but I do
never
know.
update it,
Listener, you're on the guest list. Don't worry.
and you're on the guest list, both of you. So 111, here comes the song. Thank you. Thank you.
Green room is probably not clean. The green room, it's definitely not green. The green room, can I get some more ice? If you're not in the band, you can't get in.
All right. Later, brah.
Talk soon, man. Have a good trip.
Yes, sir.